In this tutorial, we will explore how we can use Lambda services and their utilities in Alexa. For this demonstration, we have already connected to our Alexa Echo and logged into Alexa Portal. Now, let's issue a command to Alexa. Say, Alexa, what is neural network?
Neural network is usually defined as computer architecture in which processors are connected in a manner suggestive of connections between neurons, can learn by trial and error, or, alternatively, any network of neurons or nuclei that function together to perform some function in the body.
As we can see, we are provided with the answer, and it was read out to us. Our objective is to test how we can use Alexa capabilities with Lambda, which is provided as a service in AWS. So, for that, we have to log into AWS Management Console. In the AWS Management Console page, click on Sign into the console. We'll enter the password and click on Sign in. From the AWS Management Console page, click on Services drop-down and select Lambda, which is under the Compute group. The AWS Lambda Portal is launched. We'll click on Create a function. To create a Lambda function, we are provided with three options. The first option is to author from scratch. Next, we have an option to start with a blueprint. And finally, we do have an option to create a Lambda from serverless application repository. For this demonstration, we'll go with blueprints. So, click on blueprints, and as we can see, we are provided with all the blueprints that we can use. Next, in the blueprint search text field, we'll enter Alexa to get all the Alexa-related blueprints. Now from the provided blueprints, we'll select Alexa Skill Kit SDK FAQ Skills. We'll name our function Test Alexa. Next, we'll expand the role drop-down and select Create a Custom Role. Next, in the new IAM Management Console tab that opens, we'll expand the IAM role drop-down and select Lambda Basic Execution. Following this, we'll expand the policy name drop-down and select one-click Lambda Basic Execution and click on Allow. Back in the Lambda Management Console, we can see that the role selected is Existing Role, and the name of existing role is Lambda Basic Execution. Next, we'll scroll down to the Lambda function role. As we can see, the runtime selected is Node.js 6.10. In the code, we can see that in line number 12, we are creating a variable called Alexa, which loads Alexa SDK. Next, from lines 24 to 26, we have defined certain standard artifacts, such as skill name, help message, and so on. If we want to, we can modify the values as well. For now, we'll not make any changes and click on Create Function. The function Test Alexa is created. Our next task is to add Alexa skills to trigger the function. To do that, we'll select Alexa Skills Kit from the left panel. To configure the trigger, we'll scroll down and for the skill ID verification, select the Disable Radio button to bypass the ID verification. This is not the best practice, however, for testing purposes it is fine. Finally, click on Add to add the trigger. Now, if we scroll back to the designer, we can see that Alexa Skills Kit is connected to Test Alexa, which is as of now if communicating with Amazon CloudWatch logs. We do have an option to add different resources or services, which are part of AWS. Let's save the changes. So, we have successfully created our Alexa Skills Kit, which will invoke Test Alexa, which can take responsibility for communicating with other services. We can click on the Actions drop-down and can manage the function, such as publishing new version, creating alias, and so on. Finally, to test the function, click on Test. Now, we are provided with the option to configure test event. If we expand the event template, we are provided with different events that we can choose from. Let's close this dialog box. So, this is how we can configure the Lambda function for invoking from Alexa.